Good morning, guys. We are back with another Country Wayne Skit review. Good morning on this. It's not a sunny Wednesday morning. It's more like in between because it looks like it's about to rain. And I'm looking at the weather right now, and it looks like it is going to rain a little bit today. So you guys be safe out there driving. Be safe out there keeping yourself dry and everything. But we're back to another Country Wayne Skit review that I saw last night and this morning. Yesterday wasn't that many that I wanted to review because of the fact that it's been the same old storyline. Like Sunny was telling Mike that she's thinking about suing Lisa in reference to discrimination. She thinks she was discriminating her because she's the only black one in there. No. And this is a piece where people don't, the comments need to actually really read the comments. They need to really look at the skit. Did Dom tell Lisa about what had the altercation that happened in her office? Yes. Was it a lie of what Dom told Lisa? No. Sunny. It doesn't matter that Dom actually was able to get her there, to lure her there. But the point was when she got there, she was aggressive. And she fought her sister, her and Elena, jumped on Dom assistant. That's the truth. At the end of the day, that girl could have actually signed whatever paperwork she wanted to sign. But if she's called to the stand for Lisa as a witness, she have to answer the questions. That did Sunny and her sister come in there and jump on her? Yes, that spoke violence right there. It spoke aggressive. Doesn't matter what the case, the reason why you was there. The point was you went there and you jumped on this girl. You put hands on this girl. Now who's gonna get in trouble? Oh yes, because Dom was able to talk the girl out of. She was able to talk the girl out of pressing charges. So who's gonna get in trouble? Mike, Dom, and Greg, because all of them had tie into actually tampering with a witness. They all did. So all three of them would get in trouble because with Sunny talking about something, she wants to sue Lisa. My whole thing is Sunny, and then on top of it, what was the other reason why Lisa fired you? It's not just what Dom told her. She fired you because she's sleeping with Mike, and she didn't want you nowhere near Mike while he's at the Pilates studio. That was another reason why she fired her. But I actually skipped the whole thing because then you already know Mike gonna tell her, oh yeah, I'm gonna take care of your bills until you could get till I could find you another job. Why you gotta find her job? Why can't she find her own job? But I'm gonna take care of bills until you find another job. Again, now you just told Dom you wasn't doing that no more. But now you going back to doing it. When are you gonna tell Dom you doing it? That's why I said just please end this skit with Mike and Dom because it just needs to end. It just truly needs to end because it's not going nowhere. It goes around in circles. It literally goes around in circles. And then the next one is that the next skit I saw was with Destiny and Brooke confronting the two twins at school in reference to them being at their house and filming or whatever they was doing. I skipped that. That was a skip. The Shayla and Piari shit, I skipped that because Piari was sitting there lying. Yeah, Rome did talk to you about drinking problem. You do got a drinking problem. And then this is the one part I didn't notice on that skip. It was two parts. Piari sitting there acting like her and Ron is still in a relationship. Y'all not in a relationship no more. Maybe because when he broke off with you, you was drunk. And maybe you forgot that he broke off with you. But yeah, he broke off with you. And that one clip that saying Ron bought Piari lunch to her job, that's an old clip. That is an old clip. That is nothing new. That is an old clip. Stop actually circulating that to make it seem like that's what's happening now. That is an old clip. But when Shayla was telling Piari about how Anthony's been acting, one thing I know is that these writers are now trying to get us back into with this Shayho and Anthony shit is that she's talking about, oh yeah, he playing with fire. He messing with my emotions. He's trying to get me to think that we could that he's messing with fire. He's messing with my emotions. When did that start happening? But then you and Amber face smiling and giggling. This is why I said Amber. the writers got Amber looking like the dumbest person in Skitland. I'm gonna go back saying that. The writers have her looking like the dumbest person in Skitland. Wayne have her looking like the dumbest person in Skitland. Okay? Wayne even have her looking like the dumbest person in Skitland. Amber, please leave these skits so you could go do something. Because the Lord is calling you for so much better. And you're in these skits. And I know that these are skits. But you're in these skits. And I'm telling you, a lot of times, people who's looking for actors to fill roles, they're not going to look at you when you're playing the dumbest person in Skitland. They're not going to look at you. Now, if you was playing an evil person, yeah, they'll look at you. But when you're playing the dumbest person in Skitland, they're not going to look at you. They're not. Okay. So I skipped that. But I didn't notice that piece. All Amber and Anthony skits, I skipped them. I ain't got time for that shit. I ain't got time for them. Early in the morning, you still blaming the same old shit. And but one of the things that Anthony did say, which he tried to make it seem like Amber set him up, because he's like, well, what woman will allow her girlfriend to come over here with them short skirts and shit on and her titties hanging out all the time? What woman will allow her to come over here to be around her husband that actually, with all that shit? It would be a secured woman. But any woman, I ain't letting my group. No, you go home and change your clothes before you come visit me. No, I don't come around your house like that shit. Don't come around my house with that shit on. But anyway, I skipped all that shit with them because it was crazy. And then with Terry and Libby, I skipped that shit. He caught her. She caught him right in the act with Genesis. Genesis punched the shit out of Terry, which was meant for Libby. And now it's going back to this morning. She kicked him out of the house. She got his clothes all nicely folded up before she throw his clothes out on the front lawn. Who does that? Who gonna nicely get your clothes all hung up on the hanger and throw them out? No, it don't even look believable. But anyway, I skipped that shit because that shit go. And I don't know what she expect. You actually met him cheating with him. So what the fuck you thought was gonna happen? That he was gonna stop cheating? No, he gonna cheat. He gonna continue cheating. And then this morning, Bethany woke up with her father actually confronting her about the Miami receipts and stuff. And this is why Bethany is the way Bethany is, because her parents, her family condone that shit. He gonna tell my son, well, okay, I'm gonna let this slide this time, but don't let this happen again. You condone everything she's doing. You really condone everything she's doing. That's why a part of me now is starting to skip the shit with Larry and Bethany, because it's like, it's just the constant arguing back and forth, the constant arguing back and forth, the constant, and nothing's happening. Nothing's moving. Nothing's moving. Nothing's moving. So it's like, okay, is this what we're going to continue doing? And Wayne and the writers they know what they're doing, because they're mad because everybody keeps saying that right there, that group is what's keeping Skitland alive. And they're mad because it's not Sheho. They mad because it's not Sheho and the other bag of holes that he got on there. And that's what they're mad about, because everybody keep looking for Larry, Bethany, Brooke, Shara, and Destiny. Everybody keep looking for them, and Pernell. And nobody's looking for Sheho. And now, and one thing I do gotta tell you guys, y'all reading the comments about how she actually dresses, but come on, now y'all dressing her like she going to a disco. Sheho, y'all dressing her like now she going to a disco club. Like, really? You're putting the tatas away and all this other stuff, but now y'all dress her like she going to a disco club. Like, come on here, really? And y'all need to do something to her head. I don't know. I don't know if the camera make her head look wide or big, but do something to her head. Maybe you give her a new hairstyle. Give her that ponytail like the Lisa had for months on end that sit on the top of her head. Like, give her something, but y'all need to do something to her head because her head look big as shit. But anyway, not going to regress. But thank you guys for tuning in to the Talk on the Table. Let's chat. Continue to like, share, and subscribe. And continue to leave your comments. I am Tasha, and we're going to keep this moving.